Hello, Clever 1972 here. So I said I'd be on at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Obviously, it's a little past that. It's about 3:14 Eastern time. So, and I know a few people saw my announcement on my YouTube channel. So, oh, here's one person. Okay. So, I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I, tune the guitars, go into GarageBand, start working on the song, because. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna do some little bit of that. I'm thinking of. I thought of just using one guitar, but I think I'll use two. I think I'm gonna, even though I don't have a bass guitar, see, when you tune a guitar, you tune it by low E on one end, one of the strings. On the other end, you tune high E. And then next to the low E, you go A, D, and then G, B. So you tune it to those letters. On a bass, I don't know tons about music, so I'm learning. But on a bass, it's you only have 4 strings, and you have so you have the low E, the A, the D, and the G. So I think I'm going to use one of my guitars as a bass in a way, and then the other guitar is a lead and rhythm guitar. So, anyways, I don't know who's here. Somebody's here, obviously, because I can see them. Let's see, how far am I? I'm 2 minutes in right now, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, let me wait. I'll wait 3 more minutes, and then tuning up the guitars. I tuned them last night because I thought, it might if I didn't tune them last night, it might take longer to tune the guitars. It might waste more time, so I tuned them last night. So I'm gonna. You should tune them every time you play them, basically. So. Anyways, and then I got my MIDI keyboard, which I think I'll put into the song. I'm probably gonna put some. I think I'll put some loops into the song. Loops are riffs that are already in the GarageBand program. So they have everything from drums to guitars to pianos, keyboards, violins. Piano, I say piano, I don't know, just all kinds of instruments. I mean, I'm thinking of doing a stream where I just do loops, and that would, basically that's just mixing, because I'm not creating the music. That's how I started it off in GarageBand, was I worked with loops. And if you look at my GarageBand, if you look at my YouTube channel, the very early GarageBand videos at the bottom, those are ones I did with loops. So, okay, so 1 more minute and I'll get started on this. And another thing I wanted to mention, if you come on here and you say hi, and you wonder why I'm not answering, it's because the GarageBand program is going to cover the screen and I won't be able to see. You'll see me on camera, but I won't see your responses, so, yeah. So I got about a little less than 30 seconds, and I'm going to tune up the guitars. So, anyways, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I know I didn't come on right at 3 o'clock. I don't know. I like to sleep in when I'm not working. I don't work on a Sunday. I know, I could have got up at 2. I could have got up at, I think I got up like, I don't know, 2:20. I don't know. And I have friends in the UK, and it's 8 o'clock over there right now, I believe. So maybe I should have started the stream at 2 p.m. Eastern time, because it'd be 7 over there. But everybody can catch this, later. So, all right, I'm gonna start going into the GarageBand program and start working on a song here. So I think it's gonna cover the screen. I'll tell you in just a sec here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it covered the screen. I think you can still see me. Let me just. Okay. So, well, nobody's on now. Somebody's on now. I don't know who it is. So, my apologies for being on like 10 minutes late or 15 minutes late. I think I said around 3 o'clock. I didn't say exactly at 3 o'clock. So, all right. So, oh, by the way, this song's going to take maybe a few hours. I'm going to try to do like a 3-4 minute song. I don't know about 5. What I might do, 2 people now. One person. What I might do is horrific nightmares. Oh, hey, hi there. Okay, so 3 people are on right now. I guess I'll repeat what I was saying just a little while ago. So I'm going to be doing a GarageBand song. I'm going to use my 2 guitars. I'm going to use one as a bass because the bass guitar is a low E, a AD, and a G. And then I'm going to use the other guitar for rhythm and lead. And then I have a MIDI keyboard, which if I use on like synthesizer or arpeggiator, I can press a key and I don't have to keep, it's not like a piano key. There is piano on the MIDI keyboard, but unlike the arpeggiator, if you just press the key, it just keeps going and going and going, So, and then what I'm thinking of doing is, I'm putting it in a drum track, but it's not me drumming, it's a computer program. And then I think once I lay everything down, maybe it'll be, I don't know, maybe 6 minutes or something. But then I'm going to speed the tempo up, and it's going to be like a 3-minute song or a 4-minute song. So, because I can't play the guitar like, some professional guitarists, going really fast up and down the neck of the guitar. So you cheat, and that's, the program helps you to like make you sound better than you are, I guess you could say, Oh, you play guitar too? Yeah. Well, horrific nightmares, and I guess it's just one other person watching right now. So I'm going to start the GarageBand program up. I got to tune the guitars. When I get onto GarageBand, I just went onto the GarageBand screen just a second ago. It's going to cover this screen. And so if you put comments on here while I'm tuning the guitar, playing the guitar, laying tracks down, I'm not going to see your comments, but I'll check back here and there during the stream, and I'll try and get back to you. But if you're wondering why I'm not answering your questions or commenting what you're saying, it's because the screen is covered by GarageBand. So just be aware of that. So I said that in my video last night about that probably happening. So, okay, so I'm going to switch to GarageBand now and start working on a song. So it's going to take a while, probably a few hours, I would say. I'm not going to take forever. You know, I'm not going to do like a 10-minute song. I'm going to do like a, you know, 3-4 minute song maybe. I don't know if I should do it 2, but I think a 3-minute song probably the way to go, 3 or 4. So I just plugged USB cord from my amp, and I got to be careful with my amp. Let's see what the volume's at. The volume's at 2, so I don't think it's gonna blow out the speakers of the computer. Because I think I did blow out the speakers of the computer. Not really blow them out totally, but I think I wrecked them a little. Because I think I played my, I guess it's called an analog amp of the, you know, the guitars, you know, like a regular amp. I guess it's called an analog amp. But so anyways, here's my, I don't know if, I can't see what's on the screen, but that's my Epiphone Les Paul Special 2. So, and I got this one because, well, you can see it's got a Guns N' Roses strap on it. You know, Slash plays this, or at least, you know, I know guitarists play more than one guitar for their songs, but he plays this, and Jimmy Page plays this. I didn't know Jimmy Page played a Telecaster for Led Zeppelin 1. But I don't have a lot of money. I want to save for a trip to Japan. If I could get another guitar, maybe I get a Telecaster. I'm also impressed by the what's that one called? The Gibson SG that I think Angus Young and Pete Townsend played. So we got my slide there. Probably work that into the song. And then I got these picks. Maybe I should turn it up to a slight hair. I just want to make sure I don't blow the volume on here. Turn it down. Just let me go back to the. Let me just. Can you hear me? Oh, hey, Whore Devil. Hi. I'm just saying that when I'm on the GarageBand program, I can't see the comments that are put on because the GarageBand screen covers the streaming screen. So if you're wondering why I'm not answering you, that's the reason why. So, anyways, is the audio okay? Can you hear that? I got a fan going, so I don't know if you can hear this. Tell me if you can hear that, because I'm on the streaming screen right now. I like to shake it and play around with it, you know. And I don't know how to play guitar. Just all I do is experiment, basically. That's what I do. That's how I get my songs. You know, maybe learning the guitars, I get caught in a rut and I'd be caught in a certain pattern. I think I should learn the guitar, though. I don't know. I mean, I bought some DVDs, and I think I have, I have one book at least of how to play the guitar. So maybe I'll buckle down and, you know, try to learn it. I don't know. So, anyways, okay, let me go back to GarageBand. I'm going to tune the guitar now. Let's see, where do I go? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, okay. And then, so I did buy a tuner for the guitar because my computer was had to have the battery replaced a week or so ago because I just wanted to play the guitar on the amp, even though I didn't have a computer. But usually I tune it off of the GarageBand program, which I'm doing right now. It's a little off. There's on E. Then I used to do, like on my Fender, which I'm going to use too, I used to go E, A, D, G, B, E. But now I go low E, high E, and then A, D, G, B. So I'm going to do the high E next. I think this Epiphone gets out of tune because it doesn't fit the guitar bag as well as the Fender does. Technically, it's not Fender; it's a Squier. But you know, Fender, I guess, owns Squier. That's in tune. He's down too. Use them too. Oops. Let's do that. I think it's a tune. Another thing, I think it's better to pare down things. I think I'm on G there. Bear with me. Sometimes it takes a little. I did tune these last night, as I said earlier. I got that in tune now. That's in tune. One more to go. That's almost in tune. There, that's in tune. Okay, now we're in tune. Of course, I don't know the term, but it's like altering the strings. I think like certain bands, maybe it's Metallica, they'll change their string from from an E to a D, and like go, or yeah, instead of going E, A, D, G, B, E, they go like D, A, D, G, B, D, you know, something like that. So another interesting thing, if you want to hear it, is I found this out fairly recently. The Keith Richards, he takes the top string, the low E, he takes it off of the guitar, so his guitars are 5 strings. So just a tidbit or fact to let you know. So, I have the amp right here. It has preamp settings on it, like pedal settings on it already. I don't have pedals. It's sort of like installed into the amp itself. It's these extra bells and whistles that you have available. And I'm not going to really play with any of the other things like the treble, the bass. I don't think even the gain. I'm still learning things. But so I have settings on here, and I've got them set to certain things. Like a wah-wah for one, which is British 60s. And then I got American 90s. Is that American 90s? Yes, American 90s. It's set to flanger, which is sort of like an Eddie Van Halen kind of a thing. Metal 2000s, I think it's kind of a Well, let me play some for you. You can hear the sound. This is Metal 2000 for you. And Butterfingers with these chords, you know. Let's see. And then there's a pickup switch right here. I don't know if you can see that on the screen because I don't have the screen open. But I think you'll see it right there. And then you got the tone knob right there. So it changes the sound of the guitar. You got your pickups. These are humbuckers, which I think is more of a full sound, maybe. I don't know. It's more of a thunderous sound, maybe. I don't know what you'd call it. That's why I have this one, and that's why I have the Fender, because I guess the Stratocaster is more of a clear kind of sound, a bell-like sound. It's hard to describe, but this has more of a thunderous kind of a sound, if that makes any sense. So that's Metal 2000s. See, if I change the tone and change the pickup switch, it's more fuzzy there, as you can hear. I don't know. I think I should raise the volume a bit there. Anybody hear any distortion on here? I mean, like static. I'm gonna check the screen in just a second. I'm gonna check the screen right here right now. So, well, these guitars I bought are, how much were they? 140 maybe at Guitar Center, and I paid for like a warranty. So certain things they didn't insure, like maybe strings or the neck breaking. I don't know, but I took it. You know, I took their offer. You know, but I think these were about 140 bucks. You can get good. I think you can get pretty good deals on a website called Musician's Friend. There's Sweetwater. That's another website that I think Musician's Friend sells them pretty cheap. I have to get them cheap because, you know, I can't afford a $500 Stratocaster or a $500 Gibson Les Paul, you know, or, you know, $1,000, you know, just out of my stratosphere. So, but anyways, that's Metal 2000s there. I have the chat on right now. I can see your comments right at the moment. So here's a Supersonic. I'm just giving you a taste of like what the sound of the guitar. If I change the pickup here. So. Yeah, if you look at a Guitar Center near you, well, some people have told me Guitar Center is not a good place to go. I don't know. I went there out of convenience because it's close to where I live. And you know, they let you plug the guitar into an amp and hear the sound of it before you buy it. So whatever the 2 cents that's worth, you know. So I don't know. When I hit a fret, I don't know the sound I'm making. You know, I bet if I, you know, learn how to play guitar, I would know better. You know, I mean, I know this is a deeper sound than this. You know, I know that's I know this is more high pitched or octave high, and this is lower on the octave scale. So, yeah. Then we got, what is this? American 90s. I got this at the flanger. You know, like Eddie Van Halen kind of sound. What are the slide? And then I'm gonna work the slide. And first slide I had was just perfectly round. This is shaped here, so it fits my finger a little bit better. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Then we got wah wah, British 90s. You know, sometimes it works for me, and sometimes the thing that it kind of pisses me off. I'll be playing around with the guitar. I'll find a cool riff, you know, and then I'll go to the recording phase of the song, and I won't be able to duplicate that exactly, and that really kind of it's upsetting for me, you know. I think if I put this on Metal 2000, something like that. Yeah, it looks better there. Because I don't have blisters on my fingers, so like you have to. That's what it says on the Fender DVD. You have to. When you start playing the guitar, you get blisters on your fingers. You sort of have to get like used to it, and I haven't really practiced. I tried doing like a something chord, a E chord or whatever. I did a few exercises of that, but I didn't really stick to it, and then I just gave it up. But maybe I'll get back to it one of these days. So, anyways, you're hearing different sounds here. Let's see, you got, this is British 60s here. Go back to the pick for a second. That's sort of like an acoustic sound in a way, I guess. I guess you can hear this in a few Metallica songs, this kind of sound. I'm going to fuzz it up a bit. I think that's what it means. I think it's the terminology. See, I can't really pick up anything. Some settings are better than others with doing things like with the slide, you know. So you can't really pick up anything off of that. We go to 65 twin reverb. I don't know if you can hear that. Maybe blow it up a bit. Okay, so then we got, what is it called here? 59 Bassman. I basically don't use this one at all. Sounds like a horror movie, if you, right? It sounds like the, I don't know, the soundtrack to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know what I mean? You know, so. Then you got, this is the last one. What's it? 59 Deluxe. Oh, the amp, by the way, I picked up at Garage Guitar Center. I think the amp was approximately, it's the one I tested but with that warranty, whether I don't know or not, but it's like 140 in the amp. So somebody's watching. I don't know exactly if it's YouTube guy, if it's one of you two guys here, or if it's somebody else. Hello, Raphael. Hello, Raphael. Okay, so anyways, Raphael, I don't know if you were on. You must have just, I was showing the amp settings, you know, the different preamps or whatever presets, the sounds of they come out of, I guess what's called the analog amp. And then you have the amp in the computer too. And I was saying earlier on, we're using a lot of lag though. What do you mean by a lot of lag? I don't understand what you mean. It's freezing? Really? Well, maybe that's why I only have one viewer. I don't know. Maybe I have too many things plugged into the wall. I've got the wall. I've got a fan plugged into the wall. What do you mean by, you mean it's like going like this, like that? You mean it's like staccato? Is that what you mean? So, the other person on here right now, can you like add to like what Raphael is saying? So I know, so I sort of get a grounding of what's happening. Oh, okay, somebody just left. So I guess very grainy and the video freezes every few seconds. It's okay though, I can understand you. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart start the stream. I'm gonna look at the stream in just a second, and then I'm gonna start a new stream because I want to see what you're talking about, and maybe this is affecting why people are not watching it. You know what I mean? Might be just you. Yeah. Well, let's see how many people. Oh man. I see, the connection's unstable. Okay, it's good now. Yeah, because it just came on a sign that the connection's unstable. We're reconnecting right now, so it's good now. You know, the thing is, I mean, then done as a regular video. I have no idea, you know, but maybe that would be the case. I had no idea. So, anyways, okay. Let's start working on a song. So, okay, so I'm gonna switch to GarageBand screen, so I won't be able to see your comments. And another thing is, I know I'm going on and on, I guess, but someone said in a previous guitar stream that I did, play this, play that. You know, I really don't know any songs. I create my own songs. I don't really know how to play guitar. Basically, what I do is experiment, and I find something, and I work on that, work off of that. So, and I mentioned just a few minutes ago that like when I experiment, I find something really cool, and then when I go to the recording phase of the of it, it's not as good, which kind of pisses me off. But I don't know, it's whatever. So I'm going on the GarageBand, so I won't be able to see your comments. So let's see, how should we start the song? We gotta put some drums in. Drums really can pick up. I think if you have a bad guitar but you have good drums. I mean, the drums are done by the computer, so I mean, the drums can really make something out of nothing. So I think what we should do is put the drums down first. So I'm going to put a track of drums on. Got some drums on right now. So we got a bunch of drums we can pick from: rock, alternative, electronic. So we can pick, I'm going to pick from a regular rock. Rock. Yeah, rock. So we've got some names here: Kyle, pop rock; Logan, retro rock; Anders, hard rock; Max, punk rock. I think I'm going to choose. I think I'll choose hard rock. Well, yeah, I'll choose hard rock. So that then in this, you know, you're not seeing what I'm looking at, but it's giving me different beat presets, like what parts of the drum I want to play. So right now it has the, I guess it's called the kick drum. Maybe it's a snare there and maybe a cymbal, a hi-hat. But I can click on another one and I'll get something different. I'll get these, I'll get the other drums and the kick drum. If I go in another setting, I'll get the kick drum, snare drum, and some more cymbals. So I like to put a lot of drums in. So I'm going to choose Shadows Cast. I'm going to go over to the side here. And it's on fills. So I'm going to, I sort of go for the gusto. And I mean, I load it up. You know, I went all the way on fills. Then it gives you an eighth or 16th. I guess I give it a 16th because it puts more into it. So I'm gonna go all the way on that too. When I finally am done with the song and altering the volumes and everything, I turn the volumes up on the different drums so I can get some really punch in there, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to put the kick and the snare all the way to the right. Then there's a follow. The follow will follow my guitar. Well, maybe, you know what? I'm going to not put the follow on for this moment. Okay, so let me see. Now I got to put a guitar in. So I got to put in another track. So I click on guitar. So let me see. First, I'm going to choose a setting on the analog amp. So I'm trying to figure out which one I should use. I'm going to use British 80s, I think it is. Yeah, British 80s. So that's a wah pedal right there. You gotta check back on the screen just to see if you can hear all this. Oh, hey, Brad. Brad, I was just saying, I put on my video last program. I won't be able to see people's comments. So if you're putting comments down and I'm not responding, that's the reason why, because the Garage screen. Yeah, so, all right, I'm going back to the GarageBand screen. Okay, so I'm on, let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to the drums and work out a sound here. By the way, it's probably gonna take like a few hours. I know I'm kind of like dragging on, but so here's some drums you're gonna hear here. I don't know if you can hear that. I can't hear it that well, in fact. Maybe it's because of the fan. I'm going to switch to time so I can tell. Let's see. If I make this song maybe 4 minutes and I speed the tempo up, I'd have to maybe make it a 3 minute song. Yeah, I'll make it a 3 minute song. I don't want to keep dragging and so in order to speed the tempo up, I'd have to make it a 6 minute right now. But I won't play the whole 6 minutes. I'll just extend the drum track to 6 minutes. But I won't play it, and I'll just extend it. So I'm extending it, right? Maybe it is. Yeah, it's extending, I think. Drag the playhead over to the end here. So it's not allowing me to go further. Probably because I haven't laid any other tracks down. It's only letting me go to about a minute and 37 seconds. So I guess I'm going to have to lay some guitar down. So return. Oh, here. Well, let me extend it a little bit. It's going to minute and 35 seconds so far, but I think it won't let me extend it until I, play something or whatever. So let's go back, go to guitar. Now, so I chose the wah-wah. That's a delay you hear, the echo sound or reverb or whatever. I'm not too well versed, but somewhat. So what we should do is choose like an introduction to the song, basically. So let's see what we can find here. Okay, so I'm going to choose this. Maybe I'll cut the drummer at the start here just to set up an introduction. So it's going to be like something like this. I think I'll start that. It's good as anything. You can try everything. So there's no set way to start a song, of course. There's just all kinds of ways you can go. All right, so let's start recording. Okay, so that's the starting there. I might cut the drums on that and start then after that. Okay, so now we can play with the amp settings on the computer, not just on the regular amp, but on the computer's amp. If we want to, I think I'm going to, add some more, flesh it out more, add more to it. I'm just trying to figure out what speaker to use. Because we got clean guitar, we got crunch, distorted guitar, experimental guitar. So I'm going to stick to clean, I guess. I sort of got some echoes in there, so I guess I should go somewhere else. Maybe multi-phase bass. So we got some distortion here, some modulation, echo, reverb. So the echo's on, the modulation's on. Hang on a sec. I got to get my headphones. I'll be able to hear the sound of the computer better because I don't think I can hear it right now. So I'm sorry. I'll be back. I just got to pick my headphones up and then we can continue. I'll be right back. Just hold on. Okay, so got the headphones here. Okay, so hopefully I didn't knock this out of tune. I don't think I did. Gotta turn the volume up here. Okay, I'm not hearing it. Not hear it in my speakers. I'm in my headphones. So I can do kind of radical things here. I don't know if I should or not. What I usually do is I save. If you notice on my GarageBand videos on my channel, it says like Steel Radiated Blues 12. That's one of my songs. I don't know if it's number 12 in the draft. Maybe it's 22. I had one called West Nile Virus. That's one of my newer ones. That was like number 22. I had the other one. What's it called? What's the newest one called? River of Excess, number 20. I don't know. That means I've done like 20 different versions or changed things. That's what that means. So I'm going to save this one. What should I title this song? It's hard. I don't know. I've titled so many songs. I'm trying to think of a title. Let's see. What should I call this? I don't know. Dead and Gone, I guess. Dead and Gone, number 1. So that's number 1. So now we'll do the second phase. This is a multi-phase I have on here. What I said, like I said, I experiment. So like, let's go back to the start of the song, and then let me cut the drums here. So I split regions of playhead, and I cut the drums. I delete at the starting part of the drums. Let's see, where's the delete? Okay. So let's listen to what we have so far. So there's the drums right there. I don't know if it's the most appropriate drums. I can always change the drummer. I can change how the drum beats. So there's different things. I don't know if that works exactly. Maybe I should change it to punk rock. Let's see how that sounds. So let me drag the playhead back and let's see how it sounds. So I don't know if that sounds correct. Well, correct is a subjective term, but yeah, that sounds better, I think. Yeah. So I gotta lay some guitar down. I usually don't put a bass in my songs, but bass is just, like I said earlier, a low E, A, D, and a G, which is on regular guitars too, but you have a B and an E, high E as well. So that's the drums right there. So let's put some guitar in here. I got to put the playhead back. So I'm going to try to find something here that I can do. I think I'm going to do some copy and paste because otherwise it's going to sound pretty uneven. think I'm going to switch the amp setting on the preset on the amp here, on the analog amp. Maybe I won't increase the tempo. Maybe it's fine because I can use this, the slide to play faster. Yeah, that works. Because I don't know, I don't have these wrinkles on my blisters on my fingers like a regular guitarist does. Because I don't play every day and I don't really know how to play everything. I don't know the chords and all that kind of stuff. I just experiment. So let's try to find something here. Let's try to play off of that. So let's see. Let me get some distance here before I start recording. Some little blank space before I get on there. Okay, so we laid down some stuff. We got about a minute and 58 seconds so far. So I'm gonna, sorry for the sound there. I'm gonna put Dead and Gone number 2 here, so we can, if I have to delete something or alter something, I have some leeway. Okay, so we got that there. So let's, and I think another thing about doing a song, at least for me, is you don't always have to have the drums going. Sometimes you can punctuate the song with drums, and like the timing is a thing that I like to do because it's just, it makes a song work better, in my opinion. If you have the guitar just by itself, I have a few songs that are the guitar by itself. Sometimes that's okay, but most of the time I try to put some drums in. And I think the drums and the guitar working off each other, just it's nice, it's a nice kind of, it fits well, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna do now is we're going to, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do just 2 versions of this song. I'm gonna do, I'll do a 4-minute version and then I'll speed it up. So I'll have the 4-minute version and then I'll speed the tempo up. The tempo one, you won't have to worry about me redoing anything. I just speed the tempo, it'll be even faster. It'll be like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, very, very fast. So it's 2 minutes now. Well, it's an hour. It's a minute and 58 seconds to be exact, but you know. So let's hear what we have so far. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I think what we'll do is we'll repeat that same, how can I put it, that part of the song, the guitar, and we're going to put it into another amp on the computer, so we can put some more range, more umph to the song. I don't know what to call it. So first off, we got to choose another track. Choose another amp or guitar track, or whatever. So I think what we should do is we should copy and paste. So we got there, copy. So it makes it easy. So I don't have to play it again and have to learn how to duplicate the song. I can just copy and paste. So like if you ask me, how did I do this song, or how did I set those settings? I probably wouldn't be able to tell you most of the time, because unless I looked at the GarageBand file, even then I couldn't tell you, because I don't know what frets I hit, you know, what it was. I'm not aware of what I've done, you know. So bring this down here. And then I change the amp to, let's see, should I put it on? I'm going to go back to the screen for a second, just make sure you guys you're hearing me fine and everything. Oh, hey, Janice. Well, I'm still going, Janice. So, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. I'd rather not say what town I'm located in. I sort of said in some streams to people, and I don't know if I've ever said what I've ever said on a video. I'll just say I live in Connecticut. I'll go by that. You know, I'm sorry if I'm not being. I don't know. I'm not being totally guarded, but somewhat. You know, don't take it as an offense. You know, just. Okay, so I'm going back to the GarageBand screen here. So let's see, where did the playhead go? There it is. Okay, so we got to drag it back. Wait a minute. Went too far there. So I'm going to go this way, back. Okay. So let's see. What can I set this on? The crunch guitar? I don't know. The sounds. We can try, see what happens, you know what I mean? Put on Louis octave. Just took the distortion off there. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to repeat the same thing again, but back to the original guitar, you know, the original amp setting on the guitar. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste it again. So I'm going to copy. So, I mean, Janice, you probably know how to play guitar well, but I don't really know how to play guitar, Janice. It's just experiment, basically. I think I've said that. Guitars. Is that his channel name? But, yeah, I just experiment. So drag it. And then, of course, you got to put some drums in a certain point. Let's go back to the start of the song. The song right now is at 5 minutes long, so I'm going to put it. I don't know if I should add another guitar. You know, I'm not going to. I think it'll just take too long. I might add a MIDI keyboard. Yeah, I'll add a MIDI keyboard. But first off, let's hear what we've got so far. Put another, save it under another another file setting. You know, we added more on. So we now, instead of being dead and gone number 2, it's, so I got that there. So let's go back, hear the song. I don't know if this is boring you at a certain point. I'm trying to, I have to hear the song. I have to get a feel for it so I know where to put things. So I'm not going to keep you. I'm not going to make you go through all this because it'll take too long. You might get bored. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed the process up a bit. I'm going to copy and paste the drums. Copy, and then where's play it go? Oh, there it is. Anybody joining us late? I'm using GarageBand. Let's see. The drums there. So that's where I wanted to start putting the back in. So if I go back, well, yeah, let me play it from right here. I'm sorry there. Okay, so I think I'm going to add a drum in here. It's 255. 255. So where's the play? Let's see. 245. And I'm gonna do, well, you know what? I'm going to go further in. I'm going to get 15 seconds of no drums. And I think I'll lay down some MIDI keyboard. Let's see. Okay. So now the song is at about 5 minutes. Got to, let's see, how should I go from here? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the MIDI keyboard in. Start it with the guitar maybe, and maybe intersperse it a little bit into the song and then end the song with the MIDI keyboard. I don't know, I'm just experimenting. You know, another option is just as good as another. Well, there's more than one way to go about doing it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think the guitar, I don't need the guitar at this point. So I'll see. I might go back to using the guitar. So now we got the MIDI keyboard and unplug the amp. MIDI keyboard, I'm even more clumsy on, if you will. I really kind of simple. If you hit arpeggiator or synthesizer, it does the work for you. So this is what I had before I had a guitar to hit this. It says, I don't know if this is 25 keys, but you can change the octaves here. So, and then there's a pitch wheel, so, well, you can't hear it now. I gotta make another track. Turn the amp off for the time being. So, let's see, yeah, make another track. Software instrument. So I'm gonna use arpeggiators then. I guess I'll use an arpeggiator. So let's see, what do we got? I'm trying to figure out which one to use. Maybe try layers. Layers doesn't have much. So let's use something else. Basic, let's try basic. I know what some of these sound like because I've used them before. That's one right there. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you're leaving comments, but I can't see them because GarageBand's covering the screen. So sorry if you're asking any questions or making comments. I can't see it. I will check back in just a few minutes, though. So don't be like I'm not ignoring you. Okay, we'll go with that. So. First, we're going to experiment before we record this. We're getting close to being finished with the song, I would say. So. Right. I don't want to lose this kind of sound, so I'm going to pick it. I'm going to record it before I lose it. You know, before I forget where you know I got sound. This is a pitch wheel here that I'm using. Kind of twang. If you use a guitar in here, it does that, you know. change the modulation, the sound of the keys. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So put that up, put the MIDI keyboard over there. Let me check the comments now. Let's see. Hey Gussie, I'm sorry to not answer you right away. I had the GarageBand screen was covering the chat screen, so I couldn't see you. P90s. I don't know what P90s are, Gussie. So fill me in if you will. Two people here. But anyways, okay, so we've been on an hour, 27 minutes. Okay, so why don't we, oh, pickups. Yeah, I'm not well versed totally in guitars, Gussie. I mean, like tempo is fast. I know how to tune the strings. I guess time signature is the beats per minute. Yeah, I don't know tons. It's just experiment, basically. So, anyways, I'll show you my guitar if you want to look at it. I have two guitars. I Epiphone Les Paul Special 2. Try to show this right here. I don't know if you're still there, but this is it right here. So that's my one guitar. Then here's my other. which I didn't use. I don't think I'll use today. I'll save it for another screen. Yeah, humbuckers, right. This is single coil. This is the first guitar I bought. Fender Squire Bullet Stratocaster. Yeah, I like the color too. Oops. Okay, so let me three people now. Okay, so um, let me speed the tempo up and do a version of that for you. So let's see. Gotta save this again. Save it as Dead and Gone number 4. Let's see. So going to Beats and Project. Can't find the tempo here. I'm gonna have to go out of GarageBand back in again, I think, so I can get to the tempo. So back into GarageBand. I think I can catch the tempo again. There it is. So let's see, how fast should I make it? Try 160. Let's see. Okay, so It's a 160 tempo there. So we're going to save it dead and gone number 5, tempo 160. Tempo, tempo, 160. Okay, so that about does it. I'm just going to make sure it's saved again, just as a safety, just to make sure I haven't. Yeah. All right. So that does it, I guess, for today. Maybe let me see how many people are in here. 2. Yeah, I guess I didn't. Yes, I'm basically recording a song on the fly, and I don't have any predestined, like, I didn't think in my head I'm going to play this song, this set of notes, or that kind of a thing. I'm just experimenting, like the keyboard. If somebody playing the keyboard, I had no idea what I was going to get. I just put my fingers down and let it go. That's the same thing with the guitar. So if you hear my songs on my channel, that's basically what's happening. And I can't remember if you were here earlier when I said that if somebody asked me, like, how did you do this, like a song, I can't tell you, because I could look at the GarageBand settings on the file, but I have no idea what frets I hit. I don't know if I was pressing down on a string or 2 strings. I have no idea, So I just experiment. That's the way I go. Yeah. So, but anyways, I guess it does it. I guess I'll put these songs up on my channel. Yeah, avant-garde. That's what I am. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll put these songs up on my channel maybe soon after I finish this stream. Maybe I'll do another one of these streams. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe next Sunday. Maybe I'll try to make this a Sunday kind of a thing, because I don't work on Sundays. But I like to sleep in. And I said I'd be on at 3, and I was on at like 3:10 or 3:15. I thought it would take longer to do a song. I guess, this does a lot of work for you, Oh yeah, I don't have GarageBand on. So, yeah, it's got these pads here. So if you want to touch the keys, you can do that. And then it does drums. It does everything. It does, strings. It does guitar, bass, piano, synthesizer, arpeggiator, some Chinese instruments. I think I don't know if there's a Japanese instrument on here or not. Orchestral voices, choir voices. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. So I've used that over the years. The MIDI keyboard I've had longer than I've had the 2 guitars. So, okay, so I guess I didn't get too many viewers for this. I didn't know. Maybe it's too early in the day, or maybe I haven't created enough buzz, or people weren't aware of this. Maybe I posted too late. I put a video up last night saying I'd be on today. So, okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Gussie. Thanks, Janice. Let's see who else came in here today. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Raphael. Thanks for DVD Devil 333. And thanks, Horrific Nightmares. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Anybody else who was watching but didn't put their name down, I thank you as well. Of course, you'll be able to see this on my channel. You can watch us at your leisure, see me doing this. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll put this up on my YouTube channel soon. I'll put both versions up. Yeah. Okay. Take care. Bye for now.